Hello, everyone. My name is Johnny, and you are watching the very first episode of In My Feelings. I decided that I wanted to make this podcast because I'm just so bored. And there's literally nothing going on in my life, and I just want to, just explore life, I guess. I have nothing to live for, so why not start a podcast, right? Um, I feel that I originally wanted to make this podcast to, just talk about random things, but I've decided that I kind of want to talk more about like feelings and mental health and like just getting deeper with like my feelings, I guess. And so if you're watching this, thank you very much. I appreciate you, and I am hoping that I will be continuing this for the rest of my life. Because if not, then one day I will look back at these videos and be like, "What the fuck was I doing?" But thank you very much for watching and listening. I will get into it. Um, so again, I decided that I wanted to make this podcast to kind of just get more deeper with my feelings. I've noticed that ever since I left Oshkosh, if you know, you know, ever since I left Oshkosh, I have been very like closed and very to myself. I don't really talk to my friends about my feelings anymore. They were my go-to, like, oh, like, let me tell them how I feel and stuff like that. But like I think ever since leaving Oshkosh, I have been just very closed. And if you know, you know, because something happened. And I'll probably talk about that in another episode. But for now, I'm just going to say that after leaving Oshkosh, it just really like killed me as a person. I used to be such like this bubbly person that would like try and uplift and please everybody, but I'm just not that same person anymore. um, so yeah, I want to get deeper into talking about my feelings and just really externally process them because I feel that I sometimes hold resentment and grudges towards people, and that's not very healthy. Yeah, I definitely just want to dive deeper. Um, just really getting to know what's the bottom of my issues, and yeah. Um, I don't really know how to talk about my feelings. I guess in front of a camera, I've never done it before. And so, maybe I'll start with hmm. Maybe I'll start with just I guess my mood these past couple of months cuz I moved into a new apartment, my very first apartment. I moved in with my brother and we have been here for about 2 months. December, January, February. Yeah, 2 months. We've been here for 2 months, and honestly, if I may be honest, it's very expensive. It's pretty expensive, and it's probably because of the one we chose, and not the smartest idea, not the smartest choice, I guess. Not the smartest choice, but it'll do for now because honestly, I don't think we're going to be living here for another year. But um ever since moving here, I have been very like depressed. And I think it was because I was still processing of moving out of my parents' house. I'm a very family person, especially to my parents. I feel that I could never do anything that could hurt them. Um, like obviously, yes, we'll like have fights here and there, but we're not like I'm not the type to just do it and make it hurt. And so just definitely processing leaving my parents and growing up to be an adult, you have to make those choices, especially since I'm not going to be there for them forever and they're not going to be in my life forever. And so I definitely need this independence. It's definitely a struggle at some points, especially with understanding how to financially budget your money. And yeah, I'm not doing too good with that. Yeah, because Miss Girly don't know how to budget her money, and sometimes I struggle with that But let me just say, I be living life a little bit too much. I need to focus on budgeting my money. um, but yeah, I've struggled processing my feelings when I left my parents, and then it was getting a new job. Like I got a new job right when I moved into my apartment too, and so I used to be a teacher assistant at a school, and now I am working at a factory as a production worker, and I'm struggling with accepting that I am no longer working with kids. I think that was such a huge transition too. It was just a lot of huge transitions. Oh my gosh, I can't speak today. It was a lot of huge transitionings with moving out of my parents' house, like leaving a job, working at a new job, moving into an apartment, just like a lot of things that has changed within my past couple of months, and I really struggled with it. But now I'm slowly picking up a routine, and because I'm starting a podcast, maybe this will help me, And so I feel like I'm just blabbering now, but especially with like dealing with all of those emotions and changes, I feel that I am so closed from like wanting to be around people. Like I'm constantly just so tired. I don't want to be around people. I just want to come home and play games and just talk to my Discord friends and just be lazy. Like I haven't worked out in like 2 months. And if you know, I dropped 60 pounds. We'll get more into that in another episode, but I dropped 60 pounds and now I'm gaining pounds again because I'm not working out. Like, Miss Girlie's gonna get big again. But, yeah, I have struggled with so many things and I am so appreciative of so many people in my life. I want to make sure that I am just making the right decisions in life, because if I'm not, then I will struggle, and if I struggle, then I will go and die alone. Oof. But if you have made it this far into my podcast, thank you very much. I don't really have an agenda, so I'm just blabbering. But again, I'm going to be making this podcast more about just talking about my feelings and talking about other people's feelings, because I feel that I want to bring on some people. And if you decide that you want to throw any advice at me, let me know. I am willing to take any recommendations or advice about, just how to be a better host. And so, yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope to see you in the next episode. Bye.